Hi, I'm Matt Shishi, and this is, wait, my story?
Whoa! Oh, no, I'm Matt Shishi.
No, but I had the earrings. I'm just kidding. I'm Matt Yoko, and this is my story. So, a little bit about myself, how I grew up. I was raised into a Catholic household, not thinking anything about it. Kind of just grow up playing sports, baseball, basketball, you name it, I probably did it, except soccer. Believe it or not, I'm Mexican and I don't play soccer, which is pretty funny. Kind of grew up, had a great relationship with my parents, came from a divorced household. My mom and my stepdad basically got custody of me when I was 2, I believe. Other than that, I've had my dad, and my dad's a captain for LA City Fire Department. And growing up, it was kind of hard going back and forth from Riverside, where my mom lived, and Carson, where my dad lived. And going an hour and a half, basically, with traffic, back and forth every week was dreadful. Going into high school is where my life kind of basically took a downfall. So freshman year, I kind of got really into just sports and hanging out with friends and basically living for myself. And my dad really didn't like that. He was really hard on me, but it was for a good reason, but I didn't believe that at the time. And he was like, you're not gonna go anywhere with your life. And I had an older brother and an older sister, and they dropped out of high school. They didn't go to college, and he basically called them failures. And they were the closest to me. Like, I went to my sister and my brother for everything. Me and my sister were super tight and super close. And when he said that to me, I cried, and I was like, how could my dad say that to me? He found out like how my grades are dropping, and basically he told me that he wasn't proud of me. He didn't want me as his son, and that's where basically my life changed in that moment. We started getting into an argument, and he told me that he didn't want me. He's like, told me that I shouldn't have his last name. He's like, you were supposed to be aborted, and your mom was like, no, I'm going through with it. But I was supposed to be aborted. I'm not even supposed to be here to this day. And we kept going back and forth, and told me that, he's like, you mean nothing to me. You're worthless. You're just someone. And I had anger issues. I still do a little bit. But that night, I ended up hitting him. I hit him, and I just took off running. And halfway down Los Alamitos Boulevard, I just heard sirens. And that point, I knew that I made a wrong decision. Just hear a cop or someone just say, put your hands up, get on the ground. And I was scared. I started crying at that point, and I'm sitting there with my face and my stomach on the concrete on the sidewalk. To the point where I was like, I don't know what to do. I didn't have my dad where I really needed him in high school. I didn't talk to him for 2.5 years after that, and that's where I got in my most trouble. After that, my friend Jake, I played baseball with him, I think ever since like 5th grade, and he invited me to church one night. It was the night of the all-nighter. I will never forget that night of the all-nighter. And he's like, hey, just come check it out, we're gonna have fun. I was like, all right, whatever. Came out and ended up having the time of my life. I ended up meeting Travis at one of the services and kind of talked to him, and he offered for me to be in his small group. So I was in this small group for a while, and then kind of just realized who God was, and I thought, I was like, maybe there is something to this Christianity thing, and being a Christian and following God every day of your life. And funny story is, Shishi came along probably about a year and a half later, and I'm already super plugged in, and he's brand new, came in with his earrings. Yeah, he had them pierced in high school, and his tank top and sunglasses and hat and everything looked like a total 909 motocross rider. It was pretty funny. So I looked at him, he came in and sat down in our life group for the first time, and he started like answering all these questions, saying like he knew everything about everything, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I hate this guy. Like, get him out. I told Kenny, I was like, dude, I do not like this guy. And finding out is he did not like me or my friends either. So like we wanted to fight each other. And but for life group, now to this day, yes, Shishi is one of my best friends. You know, we do life together, and it's funny how life groups actually changes a person, and you might not like someone then, but it turns out in the future that you can be very good friends. If it wasn't for life groups and it wasn't for Jake, I wouldn't be here today telling you guys my story and sharing my testimony with you guys, and being a junior high and high school leader, and doing this every week. And it's amazing what God can do in your life and how drastically he could change you throughout what other struggles you're going through, whatever situations that are going on at home, that if you just give it all to God, that he could truly work in your life.